Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still relatively new, under a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you decide to subscribe today, thank you all so much. Thank you. It's a great way to support me energetically. It's all free for you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I just thank you all so much. Everybody who's already done all that, subscribed and liked, commented, everybody, all my viewers, thank you all so much, because I know without you, my channel would not be what it is today. Okay. So for those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, book 1 here. I read book 1 aloud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all of those videos for you to watch for absolutely free. If you have already read Perception book 1 or watched all those videos, know that book 2 is available for purchase. These beautiful, very well-made paperbacks are available from Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 each, plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. Okay, everyone, so welcome back. You can see that I've got this wonderful moon lamp here, and I've got it on red because it looks pink. Happy pink full moon today. You guys, the earth signs, you're the only ones who are going to have the full moon, since today is the full moon. All the rest of the signs this week will have a different setup, but I also brought out my stone. This is my large clear quartz that I was able to purchase at a store for only $19.99 a long time ago. Look at the clarity on that. Yeah, this type of stone would be at least $100 or more. Look at how it just really, I just love how it fits in my hand like that. But anyway, so there's 3 on here. It's a trinity. They've been wanting to be on here for a while. This stone is called Trinity, and she wanted to be right there. I got a big old chunk of moonstone here, rainbow moonstone underneath my moon, and I got my little pink fairy to go with the pink moon. So happy full moon, everyone. You know, I really love my new deck, Tarot of the Divine, and we'll be continuing to use this week. This is the last week of April. Next month is going to be all about the mother. Okay, so today we're still using Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani, which is inspired by deities, folklores, and fairy tales from around the world. Absolutely beautiful deck. So we're going to be using that tarot today. At the end, I'm going to pick at least 3 cards from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. A lot of illustrators in here, so I can really only mention him. And also I'm going to pick at least 1 card from the Legendary Ladies Goddess deck that I got through Spirit's help. I left it up to Spirit, and I said I'm just going to go shopping at my normal stores, and if Spirit wants me to have a deck, I'll come across one. And I came face to face with this. This was at face level. So this is a deck that Spirit wanted me to have. So that's why I tell you guys this, because to me those decks are very special. This is by Anne Shen, and I believe it's her artwork, as well as Yoshitani's. Okay, if I need to clarify, I'm going to go ahead and use my little Rider Tarot. You all know I got that through a miracle. If you don't know that, you can check out the link in the description box below. I did a video on that. In fact, there's a lot of links in the description box. There's links to purchase my books from Amazon or Kindle Direct Publishing. There's all the links to view me reading book 1 aloud. There's links for my friend April. There's, you know, like I said, the video for that miracle videos about me. And if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those as well. So the information to contact me is also in the description box below. All right, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made for your life before you incarnated so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul and also encode more wisdom into your soul itself. So that as you go doing that lifetime after lifetime, your soul gets to a place where it's just so wise and it's so high vibrational that you reach I guess you reach a certain epitome of humanity. You evolve, you become you evolve, you become a very high version of a human being, okay, like enlightenment. So when we're dealing with the major arcana cards, it's kind of like fate, but not really, because free will can change just about anything. There's plenty of times where we don't learn these lessons. They just keep on coming back until we finally learn them, whether it's in this life or another. Now, there are times where something absolutely happens and we write it into our divine blueprint for that, so that it absolutely will happen or absolutely cannot happen. And so those are like fate, destiny, okay? And those are represented to me as the wheel of fortune, and you do have that, okay? So let's get started. If you know me, you know that I like to work with the energies that a deck was created with, okay? Especially when I first get it. So I'm going to be looking into this Tarot of the Divine. It has reversed meanings and upright meanings, and these are, you know, stories from around the world. So right here at the heart of everything, you have judgment. Okay, now let me tell you, whenever I get the judgment card in any deck, I hear the phrase, it's time. That's what it means, it's time. A judgment is an opinion or a decision that's being made. If you are in the middle of litigation and you get the judgment, that's going to be the end of the case. Okay, all the evidence has been heard, everything has been presented, and now it's time for the judge to make a judgment. And so this is what's going on for you right now. This has elements of resurrection and stuff, but it is definitely time. And so this is Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. This is a Chinese myth. Okay, so this says, judgment is the reckoning, an ending before the start of a new journey. Past actions and decisions determine future events. If you haven't learned your lessons, you are doomed to repeat your mistakes over and over again. See, that's what I was just saying about lessons of life. You know, you have to learn them, or they keep presenting themselves over and over and over again, whether it's in this lifetime or the next, okay? So this upright meaning says improvement, forgiveness, a change of perspective, absolution, and rebirth, okay? So that's what's particularly going on for you. Intuitively, I know that it's time. This isn't crunch time anymore. It's time. And what is it time for? Okay, so what you have, the card that is crossing this energy is the Ten of Coins. And I'm just kind of feeling like this is what it's time for. Something to happen with your family. The Ten of Coins, okay, so coins is earth energy, which is you, with Capricorn and Taurus, okay? Now, the 10 is an ending. All 10s are endings, okay? So this is an ending, but it also represents your family, okay? This is the family you inherit from, whether it's money or DNA, okay? This is the family you come from. And that's pretty much what's going on in this card. This is the story of Pan Hu, also from China. Okay, so this is telling me something to do with China. That's the second one. Okay, so something's going on that part of the world for you. Okay, so I was just told to say that since, you know, both of these stories are from China. I think that there's some sort of element of China going on here for you guys, okay? So this says, the Ten of Coins represents the hard-earned rewards of a difficult venture. The story of Pan Hu celebrates the lineage that benefits from his hard work. The hardships he once endured allow him to appreciate his good fortune and retire surrounded by his progeny. Okay, so this is, so this is your family. This is his family that came from him. Okay, this is all, these are all his children. I don't know why he's got the head of a dog, so you might want to look up this story if that's curious to you, which I think I'm going to do, because what? But the upright meaning of this is inheritance, ancestry, pensions, settling down, and financial stability. So that's what it's time for. And it has to do with your family. It has to do with your lineage, your children. Possibly, you know, where you came from. It may be some of you may have been going through some probate proceedings after someone passed away. Here, the judgment has been passed, and now you're going to get your inheritance. For others of you who are not going through probate proceedings through court, it is definitely time for some sort of action, like settling down and making sure you have financial stability for your family. Okay. Now, what's at the root of all this here is the Emperor, the masculine energy. And I'm so excited to see him. He hasn't come out yet in my readings. He is King Arthur. What a perfect story for the Emperor, okay? King Arthur from Britain, this is a Celtic legend. The Emperor is the ideal father figure, a warrior and a conqueror. King Arthur rules over his kingdom and his sometimes unruly knights with a just and firm hand. He unifies the fractious, defends the weak, and lends his knowledge and understanding to all his subjects. This is really good energy. This is boss energy, father energy, supportive father energy. You know what I mean? This is a person who takes care of his subjects, and not in an actual, this is subjects, you know, this is his family. The Emperor takes care of those that need him to take care of them. The people that look up to him, those that he is the boss of. Okay, so this could be your father who passed away. Okay, this could be your grandfather. This is also the card of Aries. Okay, so if your grandmother passed away and she was an Aries, that's what this is. Okay, so this is very fatherly energy, good father energy. This is what's at the root of all of this here. So this is stability, leadership, bravery, bold action, and structure. So for some of you, this is who passed away. But for others of you, this is what you need to do here. This is Spirit telling you that it's time to use your boss energy to become stable, to be the leader, to take some sort of bold action, you know, to be brave and do something for your family's stability. For those of you who lost a family member, I just want to say that my deepest condolences. Okay? Death happens every day, but it doesn't feel that way when it's you. And my heart goes out to you, and I send you lots of hugs. Okay? All right, so the next energy that we read is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. And this is where this is getting really interesting, and this card and this card and this card are really interesting, and I'll tell you after I'm done reading them. So this is the Nine of Wands, and it is in the reverse. So this is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time, okay? Wand energy is fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, more fire energy here, okay? Now, this is the story of Vasilisa the Beautiful. This has come out a couple of times last week, and it's a Russian fairy tale. Her wicked stepmother sends her to the witch Baba Yaga. But Vasilisa the Beautiful stays resilient. She endures Baba Yaga's impossible trials. She is wary and cautious, but also hopeful. So this is a story basically about someone that people didn't really think would be strong enough to endure what they put her through, but she was, okay? However, this is in reverse. So what this means is a stalemate, stubbornness, hesitance, giving in, and paranoia. So this is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time, which I think sounds pretty good. You know, a stalemate, someone was being stubborn and being hesitant, giving in to their paranoia, perhaps. Okay, so that is what's moving out of your life at this time. So the stalemate, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you guys were like, especially if you were involved in the probate litigation, you know, the attorneys may have come to a place where they were at a stalemate. They weren't exactly sure what to do or something, okay? Somebody may have been very paranoid and was being very stubborn, but the judgment was made, okay? So, and maybe what they did, though, is they finally gave in as well, okay? So that's what's moving out of your life. Now, the next two cards, for me as a reader, are future cards, okay? And sometimes one will happen before the other. You know, what exactly is going on with them? Just, I have to just start reading, okay? So here we have the Nine of Cups. Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It is emotion, it is love. This is the suit of love. It is also the suit of intuition. But I gotta say, it's mostly about love and emotion and subconscious. Now, this is Taj al-Muluk and the Princess Dunya, okay? Now, I'm just going to show you how that is spelled in case you want to look it up. Okay, this is from Iran, and it is an Arabic folk tale. The Nine of Cups represents a happy ending achieved in unexpected ways. Prince Taj al-Muluk fell in love with Princess Dunya, but she refused men. He used trickery, disguising himself as a woman in order to win her heart. Oh my goodness. So this is dreams realized, fulfillment, pleasure, recognition, and triumph. So let me just say that the Nine of Cups is known as the wish fulfillment card in the suits, okay? And so there's happiness here, okay? In one of my decks, this is called happiness. This is straight up called happiness, the Nine of Cups. But there's an aspect of trickiness here with this story and changing someone's perspective, kind of. There's also a little bit of unrealistic there, because if the princess was interested in women, it's interesting how he could get her to like him if he's a man. You know, things are modern times. We understand that, you know, sexuality better these days, but so I just feel like there's yes, this is wish fulfillment, but there's an aspect of the unexpected here, an aspect of taking a chance here on something that most people would probably say, dude, that's not going to work. Are you kidding? But then it does, right? So there's that. That sounds pretty good. I don't feel anything negative in that. And while I don't think that it would be the exact same scenario as this prince, I do feel that element of the something working out way better than you thought, but because you were brave enough to do this, to just give it a try, it actually worked out. Now, let's move on to the next future card, and what we have here is the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you may have noticed something interesting by now. This is a 9, this is a 9, and this is a 9. So you have this arc of 9s. You have 3 9s in an arc right here in the top of this. To me, this is more circular. This is more of the feminine part of the reading, where this is straight, and this is more of a masculine part of the reading. So to me, this is an arc. It's like a curve, kind of like a rainbow, okay? And so these 9s, 999, you want to look up angel number 999, okay? Because that's going to have a huge, pardon me. That's going to have another meaning, another message for you specifically is 999. And let me tell you, when you get to 9, the next one is 10, and that's the end. And when you're done, then you go back to the 1. So whatever's going on here, this Judgment card and then this 10 here, these 3 cards are saying, Virgo, you are very close to the ending of this. Very, very, very close, okay? All right, so that's what was interesting. Now let's get back to the meanings of these cards here. Now this is the 9 of Swords, and this is the story of Oedipus or Oedipus. This is a Greek mythology. The 9 of Swords represents decision-making controlled by anxiety. The oracle at Delphi warns the king that his son Oedipus will one day kill him. Had he not let his fears control him and raised his son in love instead of hate, the king's eventual death could have been avoided. So the 9 of Swords is normally sleepless nights, nightmares, worries, overthinking, in your head too much, because swords are air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It's all about the mind. It's all about logic. It's you know, it's about communication and thoughts and words. You just think of it this way. Take the S off of Swords, and it says words. Okay, so this is, you know, the king was very, very worried. He couldn't get out of his head. You know, the oracle said this is what was going to happen, but it was because, you know, the spirit knew that he wasn't going to raise him in love. I don't know, it's one of those things where maybe if she hadn't told him, he would raise his child in love anyway. I don't know, it's just weird that this is what happened. It's one of those things, it's like fate. It's like fate. Okay? So in the reverse though, this means recovery, acceptance, letting go, accepting help, and hope. So this is really, really good energy for your future here, Virgo. You are going to be accepting some help. You are going to be getting wish fulfillment here. So I think this is going to happen first. This 9 of Swords, you'll receive some sort of help, and then you're going to be happy. This is your wish fulfillment. Okay? You're gonna recover as well. This whole thing, especially if it was probate proceedings, because those are really tough, because first you lose a loved one, and then you have to go through probate proceedings, which is a legal case. You have to go to court, and you know, and then sometimes family members fight each other, and it's really stressful. So this is recovery. You will recover. Okay, you're going to be able to accept certain things and let them go. Okay, but you're going to have hope, and you're going to be accepting some help, and all that together just leads to this happiness, I feel. Okay, so I don't like the cards to be like too messy looking. I don't know. Oh, that was a dog squeaky. Oh. Got my dog's attention. Uh-oh. Okay, so the next card I'm going to read is your hope card. Okay, is the actual hope card, and what we have here is a new beginning. Okay, so while we start with the ending and it being time for something, with this end here, your hope is for a new beginning. And of course you're going to have a new beginning because this all ended. 999. I think this help or something is going to happen here. This is the very last thing, and then you will be done, and then here you are. Okay, you're in the middle of getting to the 10. You see what I mean? You're in the almost there, but you're in the middle of the last step. So that this is your hope card, and your hope, what you're hoping for here in your future is clarity, victory. And you know, when I see this particular Ace of Swords, see, this is called the Gordian knot. I'm really not sure what that is. I really should do some research, but to me, this is like cutting through the red tape, cutting through the confusion. Like when you have something in a knot, it's basically a mess, isn't it? You have to undo that knot. Well, this clarity will cut right through that knot. This is also victory. This is also the presence of Archangel Michael and Spirit being victorious too, that I just heard, which is a new way of looking at this. Spirit is victorious as well. But this is clarity of thought. This is, you know, cutting through the crap, cutting through the things that are unjust, because swords, like I said, it's all about truth. It's all about communication. Communication is coming through. Things are going to be made very clear. This is what you want. You want things to be very clear, and I think that you're definitely going to get that. Okay, now let's see. Let's just see what it says here about this. Okay, so the Gordian knot is a story from Turkey, but it is a Greek legend, and it says, the Ace of Swords represents a sudden burst of inspiration. That's another thing that's a little bit different about this Ace of Swords, is I see that the burst of inspiration for me is usually the Ace of Wands, but this too, okay? So that's why I like to read what's in these books, because it changes this stuff up. Okay, so a new solution, a new way of thinking to break through a problem, right? That's exactly... That's what I was talking about. Slicing through the Gordian knot begins a campaign to conquer new lands. Wow, now I really want to read this story. I'm going to have to look that up. This means upright meaning is new projects, truth, assertiveness, creative thinking, and clarity. Okay? So yeah, you're definitely, you're going to have that clarity. You're going to have some inspiration. And you're going to get creative too. Look at all the orange in this card. Orange is the sacral chakra, which is the chakra for creation, for imagination, inspiration, okay? It's creativity. Now this is your, yeah, this makes sense. This is your current state of being. And like I said, that you got the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So what this is your environment or your current state of being. So this is extremely clear, saying, look at what I was just saying about how you're in the middle of the last step. This is your current environment, and this is the 10. Here's the 10. Can you see that tiny little X? Yeah. Okay. This is the 10. This is Anansi. The story of Anansi. Have you guys read that story when you were a little kid? It's one of my son's favorite stories. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is fate. This is a good omen. But mostly what I'm feeling is that this is fate. This is destiny. You know, especially if this person passed on, because everybody dies. That is fate, right? But what you get from this is also your fortune. What is going on here is exactly how you wrote your divine blueprint. So yes, this is the ending. You're going through the ending. This is a major arcana card. So this is a huge part of your divine blueprint. And that's why Spirit chose this card. It shows it for a couple of reasons, because this is your fate, but also because of what I was saying, that you are now, you're going through the end. You're in the middle of the last step. And this is the step. This is the 10. Okay. And so you're hoping for your new beginning. You know, you're going through your last step right now. Okay. So Anansi hasn't come out yet. So I want to look at him. He is the Wheel of Fortune. So he's 10. So I have to go forward just a little bit here. There he is. Okay. Yes, he's from, this is Anansi from Ghana. And an Akon? Akon? Isn't he Akon is a singer, I don't know, Akan mythology. Okay, so, all right, Anansi. No, hang on. There we go. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is endlessly turning, spun by a trickster god. What was once luck is now misfortune. What was hopeless is now joyous. These acts may seem random, but all fates are part of an interconnected web of repercussions. And upright, what this means is fortune, an unexpected windfall, karma, destiny, cycles. It means exactly what I was saying. I had to pause that for a moment. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the next card that we read is your Fear card, and this is the Six of Wands in the reverse. Let's just look at it upright to see the beautiful artwork. Now, the Six of Wands is, you know, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but the Six of Wands has always represented the victorious warrior come home, victory, joy, being celebrated for being this wonderful victor. You have this in the reverse, however. So I would think that this is defeat, and that would make, you know, sense for a fear card. Okay, so let's just go ahead though and read this story, because I want to know who this, I think she's a princess. Right. Okay, so I did have this card before. Yenenga. This is from Burkina Faso, and it is a Masi legend. The Six of Wands represents victory and success. A warrior princess, Yenenga, is her father's most prized fighter. Her skill is so great, he never wishes to part with her, but she rebels. She seeks her own path and recognition for her deeds. That is awesome. Sacred feminine energy, yo. Now, in the reverse, though, this means ego, pride, disrepute, and a fall from grace. So, like, that's what I mean. You know, ego, pride, a fall from grace. This is, you know, also defeat. This is your fear. So, I think that disrepute, a fall from grace. Well, I guess that's, you know what that means. You know why that is your fear. So the next energy that we read is the potential outcome, and here we have one of my favorite cards, because that is Aladdin. This is the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I already, let me just check something now. We've got Earth, we've got air, we've got fire, and we've got water. Okay, so you are working with all the elements available to you. Okay, good. So Seven of Cups is always about options, confusion. Sometimes it's pipe dreams, or drinking too much, or smoking too much stuff that makes you, well, you know, like marijuana or something. Let's see though. Oh, okay. So what I'm being shown is that you're going to have this happiness here, but you're going to have a lot of choices. You know, once this is all over, what are you going to do? What are you going to do first? Almost like when a kid gets to Disneyland or something and the parent asks, well, what do you want to go do first? And the kid is like, oh my God, I don't know. Should I go on the Matterhorn or on Space Mountain first, or which one? You know what I mean? Let's see what they've got here in the book, though, and that is definitely, oh, wow, turned right to it, Aladdin. This is a Persian tale, which Persia was Iran. But this is also an Arabic folktale. The Seven of Cups shows Aladdin standing before a myriad of fantastical dreams. It is impossible for him to pursue them all, and it is important he makes his decision wisely and quickly. So this means upright. In this deck, it means daydreaming, fantasy, decisions, wishful thinking, and also procrastination. Yeah, so that the decisions, the daydreaming, wishful thinking. Now, wishful thinking doesn't sound very positive, does it? But guess who's got the wish fulfillment card? Yeah, doesn't sound so negative now, does it? You just keep on dreaming. You just be wishful. Do the wishful thinking, because your wishes are going to be granted no matter how outside of the norm that is. You see what I'm saying? Alrighty. Now, what is the underlying energy of all of this is fear. All right, Eight of Swords is the deer in the headlights card, I always call it, because you get so scared you don't know what to do and you don't do anything. Okay, now this has more of an element. I mean, look at, she's wearing the skin of a donkey, and donkeys are known for being stubborn. And there's been other Eight of Swords cards where the person in the depiction looks very stubborn. So, you know, what this is you're so scared you refuse to do anything. So this is the underlying energy. I think this is maybe has been what has been happening with you, but all that's over with now. Stuff started moving here. You're in the time of judgment, okay? So let's see what the Earth Magic deck has to say. And these messages come through our Mother Earth no matter what reading I'm doing. That's what my channel's for. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my books, especially because you can hear me read my first book aloud live. You can watch me. I read them all aloud, and we had a lot of fun. Check it out, okay? And I got some new decks that I'm really excited to share with you next month as well. So, well, alrighty then. That one just, I didn't even have a chance to open my mouth. Is there anything else that you would like? Okay, all right. Mama Earth is not even playing. Oh, okay. Hang on, you guys. I got to pause you again because I forgot my little thing, and I don't want to get in front of the camera. Hang on. Oh, holy crap. So you got a lot here. Hang on here. Oh, hey. Hey. I just realized your first card is full moon. Completion. Right? Completion. The Wheel of Fortune. The end here. Judgment. And 10 of Coins. Completion. And what is today? It is the full moon. The full moon in Scorpio today, okay? So today is a completion, summer solstice, ocean, and wolf and passion. Okay, so Spirit's been wanting me to read these kind of like a sentence. Yeah, so, okay, so we already know what this is. This is telling you, I got chills when I saw this. I mean, this cannot be any more clear in your reading. Okay, so these three go together for me. Ocean, wolf, fire. Wow. Ocean, wolf, and fire. So, ocean, ebb and flow. So what we've got here is more of this water energy. Go with the flow. Go with your emotions. Go with your instinct. Go with your intuition. Use the wolf inside of you. The wolf may even be your spirit totem or someone involved. My spirit totem is a wolf, a white wolf, and follow your instinct and your passions. What are you passionate about? What puts you on fire, you know? I have a feeling that, I mean, these are, you know, fire, radiance, summer solstice. Now, the summer solstice is, I think it's June 21st. And I feel like this might be when you realize your passion, right around the summer solstice. Something important is going to happen because, I mean, and I feel like it's going to be a lot like this. Like I just said, you can't get any more clear. The full moon and completion. Today's the full moon. Your environment or state of being is the 10. It's the wheel of fortune. And then you've got the 10 of coins. I already explained all that. Something like that blows my mind so much. The synchronicities with those kinds of things, I tend to repeat myself, so I'm sorry about that. But this feels like the same thing. Right around the summer solstice, you are going to radiate. You are going to radiate what? You are going to radiate your fire, your passion. The summer is a wonderful time to absorb the sun's rays, which is happiness, and go for your passion. Go to the ocean now, I'm hearing. There's more than one message for this ebb and flow, which is, you know, go with the flow. Life ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows. But also, I just feel like in this summer, you may really get that when you go to the ocean. Okay? You may even discover what your passion is on this trip to the ocean, or maybe you live by the ocean. Okay? Trust your instincts. Oh, and wolves howl at the moon? What? Trust your instinct to howl at the moon? Well, okay. If you feel like howling at the moon tonight, do it. Oh, wow. Another thing they're pointing out to me is this dog-faced man and howling at the moon. He is the emperor. He's the emperor. The sun is behind this guy. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have to understand everything. It's you that has to. Well, you don't have to do anything, but you know what I mean. You know, these are speaking to you more than they're speaking to me. I'm just supposed to say the words they tell me, and then you're at home going, "Whoa!" Going, "Did Allison just say that? Oh my God!" Alright, goddesses, I love this Legendary Ladies deck. Every time Spirit sends me a particular deck, I am just like, oh my God, thank you. The Spirit's been pointing out a lot of decks for me. I'm very excited about them. I have some friends whose decks that one friend and then one person I spoke to about their deck, and I'm excited to get them out here in front of you guys. So this next month, like I was saying, next month is all about the mother. It's Mother's Day next month. It's, of course, it's not at the end of the month, but like I said, this is the Mother Speaks Tarot. So it's a channel for the mother energy to speak. And so next week I'm going to be doing the goddesses again. I don't know if it's going to be the same goddesses, but definitely at least, yeah, I'm starting to feel like it may be the same goddesses as I did last time. Oba, Aeshnidae, and you got Isis. Okay, so domesticity, fertility, and strength. Okay, so this is all about your home life. Okay, so we're talking about home life here. Oba talks about making your home comfortable and loving your home and paying attention to it. Okay, this is fertility. Aeshnidae. To me, there's more than one kind of fertility. Sure, some of you may want a child. That you are fertile right now, she's telling you. You may even have a daughter. But fertility of life, for me, is normally, you know, the fertility of your life's energy, okay? So you're right now, you've got a lot of potential. This is fertility is another word for me for potential, okay? So it's like if your life energy right now is the same as ground that's been tilled and has fertilizer all over it and has been watered and it's nice and soft and ready for things to be planted. That's your life energy right now. That's why you have all these options. Now, strength. Okay, Isis's strength to endure. Isis, her husband, who's also her brother, was murdered by her brother, their brother Set. And she went through a great deal. But in the end, she took Set off of the throne. Set killed her husband and then took the throne. And it may have taken something like 20, 40 years or however long it took, but eventually Isis was able to get Set off of that throne. This is the strength that you need to endure, okay? To endure whatever needs to be done to get your options, and also especially if you are missing this person very much. All right, so that's what I have for you at this time, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.